If you're a green card holder thinking about international travel, stop and watch this first. Because staying outside the US too long could mean losing your permanent residency. It doesn't matter how long you've lived in the US. If you don't follow the rules, CBP may treat you like a stranger, or worse, ask you to surrender your green card at the airport. In this video, we're covering everything you need to know about reentry permits, what they are, who needs one, how to apply, and what can go wrong if you don't. Let's get into it. What is a reentry permit? Think of a reentry permit as travel insurance for your green card. It's a document that tells US immigration, hey, I'm just going on a long trip, but I still live here. It looks like a passport, but it's not one. It's proof that you plan to return and keep your status. Without it, staying outside the US too long could be seen as abandoning your residency, and yes, that's enough to get your green card taken away. When do you need one? Here's the quick breakdown. Trips under 6 months? No permit needed, but keep ties to the US address. Job. Taxes. A trip 6 to 12 months? Permit is recommended. It shows strong intent to return. Over 12 months? Permit is mandatory without it. You're risking everything. Over 2 years abroad? A reentry permit won't help. You'll need a returning resident visa, SB1, from a US embassy. And remember, you can apply for this permit once you've already left the US. How to apply for a reentry permit? Here's what the process looks like step by step. 1. File Form I-131, application for travel document. 2. Pay the fee, currently $575, plus biometrics, $85. 3. Attend a biometrics appointment, fingerprints plus photo. 4. Request delivery to a US embassy/consulate if you're leaving soon after biometrics. 5. Wait for approval. Processing times vary, so apply early. Important: you must be physically present in the US when filing. If you leave before biometrics, your application could be denied. Using the permit on return. When you come back to the US, carry your green card, your passport, your reentry permit. Present all three at the airport. A valid reentry permit tells CBP officers you haven't abandoned your US residence, even after a long trip. But, and this is key, it's not a guarantee of reentry. If CBP thinks you've moved your life abroad, they can still deny you entry or pressure you to give up your green card. What happens without a reentry permit? This is where it gets risky. Some green card holders returning from extended trips have been detained, questioned, asked to sign a form to give up their green card. Even trips shorter than a year have caused issues, especially if the person had no US job, address, or clear ties. One real case involved a New York green card holder detained after a 3-month business trip to Jamaica. CBP questioned whether he really lived in the US and asked him to surrender his card. He refused and was eventually let in. Another case? A California woman detained in 2024 at San Francisco airport after a short trip to Dublin. She had expunged drug convictions from over 15 years ago, but was still held for over a week. This is the new reality. Citizenship delays and legal risks. Extended time abroad doesn't just put your green card at risk, it can reset your citizenship clock. To apply for naturalization, most green card holders must live in the US for 5 years, be physically present for at least 913 days during that time. Spending more than 6 months outside the US can break that timeline and set you back years. Also, criminal records, even minor or expunged ones, can trigger more scrutiny or denial of entry, especially under aggressive immigration enforcement. Why this matters more under the Trump administration. Under the Trump administration, immigration enforcement is tighter. According to the New York Times, even lawful green card holders are facing increased questioning, detentions, and, in rare cases, deportation pressure. Social media screening is in place. Global entry programs may help, but don't guarantee protection. Even friendly countries like Germany are issuing travel advisories for visiting the US. This isn't fear-mongering. It's reality for many travelers. Tips to protect your green card while traveling. If you're a green card holder planning to travel abroad, especially for 6 months or more, here's what immigration lawyers recommend. Apply for a reentry permit, even if you're gone less than a year. Keep ties to the US like a home, job, bank account, tax returns. Carry your I-131 receipt if you haven't received the permit yet. Avoid criminal offenses. Even minor ones can cause major issues. Consider global entry to ease airport entry, but still carry docs. Don't sign anything at the airport without legal advice, especially if asked to surrender your card. Can you renew a reentry permit? Sort of, but not really. A reentry permits cannot be extended. Once expired, you'll need to file a new Form I-131, attend biometrics again, and surrender the old permit. If you've been outside the US for 4 out of the last 5 years, you may only get a 1-year permit instead of 2. Some exceptions apply, like for US government employees, athletes, missionaries, or those working for international organizations. But if you're a conditional green card holder, the permit won't be valid beyond your conditional period, and it could affect your application to remove conditions if you're separated from your spouse or sponsor. Final thoughts. A reentry permit isn't just paperwork. It's your defense against losing your green card while abroad. And in today's stricter immigration climate, that protection matters more than ever. Plan early. File while you're still in the US. Keep your ties strong. Because once you're outside the country, your intentions alone aren't enough. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on the bell icon for future updates. Thanks for watching BorderDrip USA. See you in the next video. Safe travels.